Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week of July 31st through August 5th, I think is right. I'll double check the calendar when I post this. I will timestamp all of the signs in here so you guys can skip around to watch what you want to watch. We're going to go ahead and start with the sign of Aries. All right, Aries, let's see what we have going on for you this week. What's happening for the Aries? I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards and then some tarot for you, as well as some of my decks. Let's see what we have going on. Om Shakalaka, let your freak flag fly. So I feel like you just need to find your center, you need to find your peace, and kind of Om is a chant that you can use as well. So Om might be something that you need to chant. Let's see what else we have going on. Stand tall and carry a big stick. I feel like there could be some obstacles or some issues that you're facing this week, especially in work, or like money related issues. So we definitely want to kind of mellow our temper this week and find your center. Om. Definitely you could be chanting Om. Let's see, one more oracle. What else does Aries need to know this week? I choose kindness. So choosing kindness, meaning that if things are obstacles, you don't have to lose your temper. You don't have to necessarily, blow your top at people, that you can find your center, find your balance, your zen, your center, and you can choose to be kind to people no matter what the situation is. So call back your power. If you feel like that's an obstacle for you, it's something that's difficult, you find that to be a challenge, this is an indication that you need to call back your power. You can simply say, I call back my power from any time, place, or dimension, cleaned and cleared to the highest vibration. I call it back to me now to use for my highest good. Very simple. All right, let's see. What kind of songs do we have for you? The Kind of Love We Make by Luke Combs. So I feel like you're reminiscing about somebody, or there's somebody on your mind this week that you're really thinking about your connection and how strong it is, or that you're missing this specific person. Let's see what we have going on for Aries this week. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we need to know? All right, start with the Five of Coins, Death, and the High Priestess. So there's definitely some things that are changing financially. I really strongly think that you're working towards abundance, but things might be a little bit difficult right now. So this could be that you're also cutting yourself off from somebody, or somebody could be cutting you off, leaving you out in the cold. I do think that this is a period of recovery, but there's some sort of ending. So whatever needs to end, you need to take that into account, into consideration. Could also be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, a Scorpio, or a Pisces with the High Priestess. Your intuition is really guiding you to where you need to be or where you're supposed to be. So ignoring that's not going to help you. I do think this is divine intervention, judgment coming to help kind of level the playing field. Make sure that things are balanced. And I feel like so far things are very erratic in your reading. So we do want to try and find the balance. Could also be some sort of court decision, contract, but something being the pending final decision. Seven of Coins says don't throw in the towel on something just yet, that your dreams are being realized, and that there's some sort of reward coming to fruition, but if you give up, you won't see it. I feel like you're hesitant on cutting something off because you know that. I also think that this could be about love, that there's someone in your vicinity that you're really thinking about. There could be a significant distance between you and this person, but I feel like you're mentally in tune with them, or telepathically you may be communicating with them, dreams, things like that. It's like you guys just have this special connection. You see this person as a star, or vice versa. One of you could potentially be in the spotlight as well. I do think that this is something that you've wished for, you've tried to manifest. I think that this person is the person for you, that they check all your boxes, and that I feel like both of you are kind of out there talking to the universe at night, looking at the stars, looking at the sky, and contemplating what to do going forward. There's some sort of abundance or more money coming to you. I feel like that's your investment that's going to pay off. It's more than enough to go around, and I feel like you really want to help balance things out for this other person. You're trying to eliminate the heavy burdens or the toxic cycles and bring balance into your life as well as their life. It's get one more card. Yeah, the Magician. There's your energy. So I do think that this is something you're manifesting, whether it's more money, a new love connection, but I do think that you're looking for the right person, that you're not willing to settle, that you're really trying to create the life of your dreams. Ironically, it's like Cinderella is on this card. The little mice, her little helpers, are on the pumpkins. But this is really telling us that you have the ability to create the life that you want. You can literally dream it into existence. Your dreams might be very significant this week, so pay attention to those. If you can remember it when you wake up, it wasn't usually a dream, it's a message. So journal about that, write it down. I do think you really need to kind of step out of your comfort zone to find your balance this week, and you're going to have to let go of some struggles that you've been dealing with in order to really have this manifestation come in. The key to manifesting is to release your expectations of the how and when it's going to happen, and then you start to see it happen in your reality. That's what we have for Aries this week. Sagittarius, let's see what we have going on for you this week. What do we need to know for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, and breathe the fuck in, chill the fuck out. So I think you need to take a giant chill pill and really just, again, find your peace and quiet this week. Peace, it starts with releasing the bullshit. Visualize the world peace. So you need to just find some peace, some quiet. And I feel like life has been very busy for the fire signs lately, so you need to find some time to kind of relax and recover. Let's see what else we have for you. I care about you, so show someone today that you care. So I feel like you're not in touch with your feelings right now. And I think for some Sagittarius, it's easy to show feelings, and for others, it's like, I don't really like doing that. So you need to kind of connect with that energy. You are the storm. You can and you will make it through this. So remember, whatever you're going through, you can make it through anything. All right, let's see one more oracle for you. What do we have for Sag? It's okay to feel what you need to feel. All right, Sag, so this is an indication we've got to get in touch with our feelings this week. Ew, gross, right? I hate feelings. Well, sometimes you need to feel those. You can't always stuff things down. You can't always pretend that it'll go away or deal with it another time. Sometimes you have to face those things, and it's okay to have emotions. It means that you're human. It's all right. Let's see what kind of songs we have for Sag. I'm yours, Jason Mraz. Someone has feelings for sure. Either you or someone in your life has feelings. And I feel like it's important that you express those, that you don't want to just constantly ignore that or keep it on the back burner. You might miss out on a really great connection. What else do we have for Sagittarius this week? You also start with the 5 of coins. All right, so money struggles could be an obstacle. Yeah, you're juggling some things, and I feel like you're looking for balance, but there's something that maybe you've invested in that you're unsure of whether you should give up on. I think you need to think long and hard before you really make a decision on this, because there's some sort of creative project or adventure that you need to actually invest your time in. I think that you are working towards a financial goal, but you're unsure of how it's going to be achieved. And so it's almost like back to the drawing board, that you've got to figure out maybe what the obstacles are and try and eliminate those. I think you need to go in a more creative path, and you really need to nurture what you want to grow. Someone could also be finding out that they're expecting, but usually I see the Empress as somebody who really needs to nurture something. Nurture this investment. I think you'll be surprised that it pays off. Could be dealing with courts, contracts, legal issues, a Libra, but some sort of justice coming through to balance things out, help get you out of your head so you can stop overthinking and be in fear. And there's a lot of happiness and success coming. Could also be marriage in the future, but definitely a lot brighter days ahead, especially if you've been struggling. So take this new opportunity and kind of carpe diem, seize the day, and really go after what it is that you want. Be willing to make a fresh start and end something that really does need to end. Whatever this is, could be dealing with a Scorpio, an Aries, a Leo, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I think you really just need to focus on what you want to work and let go of the things that you don't, and really kind of make a game plan. So stop overthinking things, just come up with a well-laid plan of how you want things to go. And I know you're flighty energies, so you don't necessarily want to plan. You like to just kind of do and fly by the seat of your pants. That's not going to work in the business realm. So you do need to come up with some sort of well-laid plan. Don't overthink it. Just come up with the plan of action and then execute it. That's what I have for Sag. Leos, let's see what we have going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Leos. Decide your vibe. It attracts your tribe. So you need to decide, do you want to be peaceful or do you want to be angry and chaotic? Because you're going to need to make a decision in order to actually attract the right type of people. Have a beautiful day. Cultivate some inner Buddha. So find your inner peace. That's what this entire deck is about, is finding your inner peace. And so I think meditation would help you. I also think that you need to decide what the company that you keep looks like. Are they negative Nancy's? Do they drag you down? Are they erratic? Are they chaotic? Is it nothing but drama, gossip, and BS? You need to decide what works best for you. Let's see what we have going on. You will do what queens do and you will rule. So be the leader that you wish you had. So if you grew up in a circumstance where maybe you didn't have great leadership, maybe your parents weren't the greatest, that happens sometimes. We can't let that dictate our future. So be the leader that you wish you had. You are straight up magic. You are special, talented, and very impressive. So don't forget that. You can definitely be the leader that you needed. You can actually be that leader for yourself as well as others. All right, how do we raise our vibe? What do we need to know this week? It's okay to feel what you need to feel. So you as well, you might be struggling with some feelings and emotions that you're going to need to kind of process and work on. Don't let other people tell you that you shouldn't be entitled to feel that way. If you're down in the dumps, if you're feeling down, or if you're feeling extra happy, whatever it is, you need to know that that is okay. Sometimes it's temporary. If it lasts a really long time and you're freaking out, go talk to somebody about it. But definitely don't feel like you have to change what you're feeling for other people. All right, what do we need to know for Leos? Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of drama going on around you that needs to come to an end. I also think that there's been a lot of backstabbing and betrayal, so this finally needs to be left behind. You're about to get some clarity this week. You're going to get some sort of breakthrough. You'll see things for what they are. There's your energy, Leo, with strength. You need to gather your courage. You need to see exactly what you're made of and not be afraid to go forward. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This tells us that we really need to balance something out, and I think the balance comes with an ending. Eight of Swords, or excuse me, Eight of Wands in reverse. This tells me there's been a lack of communication. That's about to change. You're going to get some sort of communication, and I feel like this person's been kind of tangled in knots. It could be you. There's been lots of ideas, lots of maybe overthinking things, but we're going to get some sort of communication, or at least some clarity and truth. There's going to be some teamwork that's needed, so embrace that. If you don't like working with others, gather your courage. You might have to, at least temporarily. Know that slow and steady wins the race. You might be working towards building an empire, or there could be somebody in your life that's very financially stable. Could also be some sort of investor that's going to help you. Yeah, you have two aces so far, so this tells me that not only are you going to get a breakthrough, but it could be divine intervention that's actually helping your finances. Some sort of blessing is coming. It could be a promotion, could be a job offer, but definitely a lot of money coming to you. You have to shift your perspective in order to find the balance, and I do think that communication is going to help that. I think if you've been in a period of no contact, or there's been no communication, no answers in sight, that you do see everything as negative, and so that takes a lot of strength to get out of that. We have two fives back to back, the Five of Coins and the Five of Cups. So a lot of things that are kind of keeping you up at night or causing you to worry, that this is coming to a completion. You could have also had to block somebody. Maybe that's why there's been no contact. This could be in a love relationship as well. But you definitely have left somebody out in the cold, and they notice, they are feeling that. You could be in a period of recovery financially as well from some sort of illness or injury. the Death card, Scorpio energy. It's time to close these chapters. We're approaching the 8-8 Lions portal or Lions Gate. And so that's a period of abundance. It's great for manifesting. 8 is the symbol not only of infinity, but it's the symbol of abundance. So I like to call it the abundance, the infinite abundance portal. So start thinking about what you want to manifest. And on that day, I'm going to do a manifestation for the collective. So if you're part of my subscribers, I'm going to include you in that. So we're going to manifest abundance for the collective. So if you want to get in on that, if you're tired of being broke, living paycheck to paycheck, maybe not even paycheck to paycheck, and you're struggling, subscribe. You're going to be included in that energy. Okay? So we need to close out some old chapters because we have new beginnings coming in. But in order to get to our new beginning, we have to make the energetic space available. So be willing to leave things behind that aren't working in your life so you can open up new doors of opportunity. And your song, because I forgot, is Homesick by Kane Brown. So you could definitely be homesick for a place or for a person, but definitely feeling homesick. All right, Cancer, let's see what we have going on for you this week. A toast to no worries, Hakuna Matata. So maybe you're going to have a glass of wine and kind of celebrate some things. Maybe you're just deciding it's not worth worrying anymore. Drop and give me Zen, pay the piper and move on. You might also be having to kind of work on yourself a little bit. Maybe you're doing some sort of fitness routine, but I do think that you need to meditate, that's going to be important for you this week. All right, actually you can. Do you believe it? There's something that you're doubting, so you need to have some faith in it this week and kind of see what's happening going forward. Of course you can. Plot twist. What could you achieve today if you knew you could not fail? You need to ask yourself that. What would you try to achieve if you knew that failure wasn't an option for you? Would you shoot for the stars? Would you try and achieve a goal that has been a goal of yours for many years? What would you try and achieve? You need to start asking yourself, what if I succeed, not what if I fail? All right, what do we have going on for Cancers? Devotion unites me with the infinite. So something that you're devoted to, whether it's faith, whether it's spirituality, whether it's a goal, whatever it is that you're devoted to, that's uniting you with the infinite. The infinite really means that you can have anything that you want. There's no sort of obstacle for infinity, right? It's infinite, meaning that it doesn't end. So if it's you're trying to manifest wealth, if you're trying to manifest a partnership, it's infinite. So it's the whole realm of possibilities exist. What else do we need to know for Cancer? And I forgot the song again. Sorry, guys. Backbone by Kaleo. So maybe needing to see how courageous you are. Maybe you need to find a backbone somewhere. All right, what else do we have? Queen of Bones. There you go. You need to find your confidence. So that could be a number one, that you really need to find your confidence. Maybe you need to go after the things that you really want out of life, your goals, your achievements. Whatever this case is, you need to find that inner fire and follow through with your passions. If it's work related, you need to keep going. This could also be a job change, promotion, leaving to greener pastures, and moving forward out of any sort of conflict, worry, and chaos that might be surrounding you. You need to let go of the past somewhere in your life, that this is something that you're holding on to. Make new memories and go forward. Don't get stuck in the past. I feel like karma's coming to kind of sweep things over, to clear the field is what I'm trying to say, and that judgment is coming to basically distribute karma as well as pass any final judgment. So you want to be on the good side of receiving karma, not the negative. But if you find yourself on the negative, there's always things you can do to kind of pay it forward in a better way. Part of that is shifting your perspective. You've got to see things differently for them to change. The Five of Coins says that we've been struggling financially and we're trying to recover from that. There is a new opportunity coming. This could be a new job. It could be unexpected money, but it's going to require you to make some sort of decision. And I feel like the biggest one is leaving the past in the past and going forward in a new direction. So don't get stuck in the past. It's time to really step out of your comfort zone, let go of the worry, and just go towards your goals. Remember, what would you try today if you knew that failure was not an option? All right, Pisces, let's see what we have for you. With a license to chill, highly meditated. So I also think that Pisces needs to take some time to themselves this week and really just focus on grounding your energy and finding your center, finding your peace. like a jelly donut full of peace. Find your fucking center. Sometimes we just need a donut and it makes us feel better, you know? It's like if that's how you find some peace in your life, don't do it in excess, but everybody loves a good donut once in a while, right? All right, you are the storm. You can and you will make it through. Remember your power. Remember that no matter what you're going through, it can be temporary and that you just need to see things in a new light because you will make it through. You'll never change the world by trying to fit in it. So break the mold and shine. Just be you. So maybe you have to step out of your comfort zone as well this week and you have to really just kind of be who you are meant to be. So break the mold and shine. Just be who you are. Your mind is an altar to source energy, so you want to keep it clean. You might be having some significant downloads as well. You might be having like very vivid dreams, very instant knowings about something. The color purple could be really significant. Stars in the night sky could also be really significant. You may have like an altar. I have one sitting behind me on the top shelf there. That's my little altar. That's where I do my manifestations, and that's where I, set like crystals and things. I have them charge up there and kind of keep the energy clean. I cleaned my office before we started your reading, trying to welcome in new energy for the first part of the month. I usually do a manifestation ritual where I blow cinnamon through the front door of my home, leave it for 24 hours, little things like that just to change the energy and draw new energy in towards the first of the month. So keep your mind clean. Remember that you're trying to channel the highest frequencies through our top chakras, that we want to raise the vibration and keep that elevated. Okay, Pisces, what do we need to know going forward? Two of Cups. All right, so somebody has love on the brain. Somebody has love and commitment on the brain. Somebody wants to get married. If this isn't you, I almost feel like this is going to be something that kind of shocks you, that you're not expecting this offer to come in, and that when it does, you're going to have to kind of step out of your comfort zone and go, is this what I want or is this not what I want? I feel like where others are failing to take action, you're not afraid to do so. But I also think that if this is something that isn't right for you, you need to speak up and you need to make that known. The Knight of Blades is somebody who comes in with a brave offer. I think this person's gathering their courage and their confidence to come towards you with the proposal, and it looks like it comes fast. Why do I feel like you have reformed a player? That this is somebody that had no interest in settling down, did not see marriage in their future, and they met you, and that changed the entire game. This is somebody who's full of passion. It's not that they're not courageous at all, they're very courageous, but love is something that was a bit of a challenge for them, is what I'm picking up. So this could be very different energy coming through from this person. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. All right, Ten of Cups. Somebody absolutely wants marriage. We have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Both signal marriage and happiness. Page of Bones. I feel like this person's going to kind of jump in head first and they're all in. Like they're not worried about any sort of repercussions. They're not worried about rejection. They're just all in and they're coming in very quickly to make some sort of offer. This may have been something that created a lot of conflict. Maybe you guys had a falling out. Maybe this is an internal conflict. Maybe it's external conflict. Oh, there could be some people that maybe don't want to see this union happen. Interesting. Let's see what else we have. This person could be very abundant as well, so that might be another reason why the powers that be do not want this union to happen. Maybe they're worried that you're only interested in this person for their money. Pisces, I would say, is the least likely to be that way. I think Pisces are more the type of person who's really about, what's the right way to put that? They're more the type that is sentimental, or they care about emotional payments or emotional quotas than they do about financial or things. That's just not who Pisces typically is. That's not to say that can't be the case, but typically Pisces is very down to earth. They're very genuine. They're people who wear their heart on their sleeve, and material things aren't really the top priority for most of them. So that would be like icing on the cake. Like they're all in their feels. They love love, and that's their go-to. So if you meet that criteria, they're usually all in right away. It's usually they're waiting for other people to catch up. So This person definitely could be a little bit shy coming forward, but they do have a big crush on you and they might have for a while. This person could also be very business oriented, very creative, maybe an entrepreneur, somebody who's really bold, very passionate, driven, outspoken. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. This person may have built a small empire already, and it's like they see how innocent maybe you are, how sweet and generous you can be, and I feel like they really want that for themselves. I almost feel, this is funny energy coming through, I almost feel like they want to kind of corrupt that sweetness a little bit. Not in a bad way, more like in a spicy way, if you catch my drift. But I do think that this person really does want to come in and make a genuine offer. Let's see. Yeah. Somebody needs to make a decision about love, the Lovers, Gemini energy. So I do think that there is a proposal coming, or somebody wants to move things to the next level. This person really does have strong feelings for you, and they hope that you feel the same, but they're coming regardless. I feel like they're kind of calculating a plan. Maybe work's taking up a lot of their time right now. Maybe they're saving for an engagement ring or something. But this person really does have eyes for you, and they want to make this a solid commitment, but you're going to have to let go of a heavy burden, or they are, in order to actually come forward. So it could be overworked, could be duties, responsibilities, could be financial burdens, things like that. Let's get one more for your final card. Justice. All right, so you need a marriage license in the United States to get married. Could involve the legal system. Could be some sort of contract. Like I said, this person looks like they're financially stable and well off. That could mean that you may have to sign like a prenup or something, some sort of paperwork or some sort of binding agreement. Make sure you read the fine print. Don't get yourself suckered into anything that you don't trust. But I do feel like that's the burden that's holding this up, and this person's kind of taking off the shackles, so to speak, and going forward towards what they want, which is union with their person. Hope it helps. And I forgot your song as well. So let's get Pisces a song. Mercy by Brett Young. So I think that they're asking the divine for mercy, or it's like they really don't want to see you with somebody else. So it's like they know that they have to come in quickly and figure these things out and make a go of it, or they might lose out forever. So they're asking for divine intervention. They're begging for mercy. All right, Scorpios, let's see what we have for you. Show up and throw it down. Don't phone it in. There's something that you need to do in person, so you need to actually make that presence something that's a priority. Don't just try and dismiss that. Because I'm done listening. Talk to the Hamsa, or talk to the hand. There could be some trouble in paradise. There could be some things that need some adjustment. So I feel like it's better discussed face to face. It's better discussed in person. And I feel like if you're unwilling to do that, this person's going to put their wall up and say, no, I'm not going to talk. Look forward, not back. Focus on where you're headed, not where you've been. So focus on the future, right? Because that's the direction you're going, not towards the past, because that's where you've been. Buy the ticket and take the ride. It's all about the journey. Are you contemplating making a move somewhere, taking a trip somewhere? If you can afford to do so, then do so, because I feel like there's something you need to learn from that experience. Abundance is a state of mind. So remember that just because you don't see it in your physical 3D world just yet doesn't mean that it's not possible, and it doesn't mean that it's not coming for you. It's a state of mind. How abundant do you feel? Your song, When You Say Nothing at All by Keith Whitley. I feel like there could definitely be a disconnect and somebody isn't talking. So you need to make actual contact with this person, because otherwise they're going to cut you off. So there could definitely be a period of no contact. Maybe you need to have a face-to-face conversation with your person. All right, let's see. What do we have going on for Scorpios this week? You're overthinking this and having a lot of sleepless nights, maybe even some nightmares and anxiety. You need to stick up for what you want. I also feel like you need some boundaries, or this person has put up some boundaries and said you're not going to cross that. There may have been a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting, some sort of argument, clashing egos, and battle of the wills. I feel like you really want to go towards your happiness, and it could be this journey, or this person could be dealing with a Leo. Yeah, somebody wants marriage and union. The Sun and the Two of Cups. So the happiest card in the deck, the Sun, and Two of Cups, symbolizing union and marriage as well as the Sun. Something is toxic. There's been a lot of arguments, a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting. Maybe it's within a marriage. I also pick up that somebody may have had to actually go to prison. You need to pick up the phone when this person calls. I feel like you had a very strong argument with this person, but you need to talk it out. Like there's something going on that needs to be resolved either face to face or at minimum over the phone. Don't text it. Actual phone call. That's what I'm picking up. All right. You need to go after your passions. I feel like you could be creating something new and maybe that's giving you anxiety. Maybe you're unsure of how to complete this, but some teamwork will actually help you to realize what you need to do. And whatever these changes are, come quickly. I feel like this person really wants to hurry up and get married and be in commitment with you if you're not already. And again, we have a heavy burden that we need to release. I almost feel like there's multiple people involved in this situation, so you may have to leave something behind and you are manifesting something new. So stay positive. I really feel like if you can think positive about the outcome that you'll be successful, but it's like you have to think positive, not negative, to really attract what it is that you want. Could also be dealing with an Aries. You're the creator of your own destiny. It's like you're going to write the next chapter. Yeah, you're going to write the next chapter of how you want your future to go. So is it going to be a drama? Is it anticlimactic? Is it something that's more of a nightmare or a horror story? You have the ability to choose how the next chapter is written. So kind of get out of your own way, let go of the toxic cycles or relationships, and really let go of the burdens because you're trying to welcome in some sort of abundance. Let's see what your song is. Oh, we got your song. We're going to give you two songs. What's love got to do with it? Yeah, what's love got to do with it when this person comes in? If you feel really stuck and trapped by this person, then I feel like you know who you need to let go of. If there's somebody else that you really want to be in a committed union with, then I think that's who you are supposed to go towards. So only you know for sure, but you're going to have to make some decisions going forward. Geminis, let's see, what do we have for Geminis? Cultivate calm. Behold the field in which I grow my fucks. Lane thine eyes upon it and see that it is barren. There's no fucks to give. You're out of them. They're gone. So you need to find some calm in your life. Not my circus, not my monkeys. It's what's coming to mind. So kind of let that stuff go. Chakras loaded and ready. Zen as fuck. Yeah, just let it go. See that it's something that you have the power to change, that you don't have to be, worried about things, that you don't have to stress about every little detail. So find your center and zero fucks given. All right, no limits but the sky and endless possibilities ahead. So no limits. Endless possibilities literally means that it's infinite, that you can reach for the sky, that you can go as high as you want to. Glass half full, stay optimistic. Remember that it's refillable. So there could be something that you're looking at in a negative mind frame, negative mindset, and that you need to actually see it differently. That remember it's refillable. So you don't have to see things in a negative light, that you can actually see things in a much more positive frame of mind. All right, let's see. What do we have for Geminis? The truth is my teacher, and remember, the truth will set you free. So there could be some sort of truth coming out, or there's some sort of lesson you need to learn. Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers is your song. I feel like somebody could be in very heavy emotions this week. Could be you, could be somebody else, but somebody's really longing for you. Whoa, and really missing you. All right, what is this? Knave of Swords. Somebody's also spying on you, and the truth is about to come out. Let's see what else we have. I have a whole bunch of the deck flipped over. Let's try this again. All right, so somebody's spying on you. Be cautious of snakes in your midst. Could be some deception. I feel like a lot of gossip, so you need to figure out what the truth actually is this week. It may take some teamwork to really figure that out. I almost get the scenario of a couple of women that are like working in cahoots with each other to fact find, or what do they call that, where a pissed off woman will research you harder than the FBI will. So be cautious with that energy. I do think that there could be some people who are trying to fact find or figure out what the gossip is so they can really get to the truth. It may take a lot of strength when the truth comes out, but you are strong enough to overcome any sort of challenge. You will need to make some sort of decision this week about the future and what that looks like, what direction you want to take, and there needs to be some sort of communication in order to actually make progress going forward. Again, I feel like the communication is really between a group of people, that this might be work related. This could also be like business related. We have pentacles, so that's business, money, practical matters, finances. But I think that there needs to be some communication. Somebody might also want to get married, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. It's also a card of higher learning, spirituality, religious beliefs, tapping into source energy. So any of those might apply. The Empress. I think you really need to kind of maybe see where things are going in your love life. I think you really need to nurture some things that you want to grow. And I think there's some things that you really want to eliminate as well. Could also be somebody somebody might find out they're expecting, and that might be the truth that comes to light. Someone might have been sneaking around and now somebody might be pregnant. This could be a past person. Could be a lot of past things coming to the surface. You have a lot of decisions to make, so you need to really trust your own judgment from source, and you need to listen to your intuition and make wise choices. Remember, everything that glitters isn't gold, and not everybody is on the up and up. The truth is going to be your teacher. Remember to change your perspective, that you can still salvage something. We have the glasses being half full, it's refillable, so shift your perspective. If somebody is cheating on you, or, stepping out of a relationship, they're being with someone from their past, lying to you, things like that, it's going to come out. And then you have to decide whether you want to keep dealing with this or not. But they are facing judgment. It could be dealing with courts, contracts, or spiritual judgment, being judged by others. And I do think that this is coming to light. It's literally the only decision that can be reached under the current circumstances. So whatever the truth is, you're going to know about it. It's going to come to light, and then you have a decision to make on whether you stay, whether you go, or whether things can be salvaged or not. The choice is always yours. Libras, let's see what we have for you. Something so right about that. Keep your word. Whatever you do, don't break a promise to somebody, especially if you gave them your word. You need to follow through. He was frank with me. Make me one with everything. So maybe you're hungry, maybe you're going to go eat a hot dog or something like that. I think what it really is you need to keep your word, and you need to be, blunt and to the point with this person, that you absolutely need to make it a point of getting to the truth and being blunt. I believe in you, so believe in yourself. Do you believe in yourself? If you don't, you really need to start. Go get them. Get out there. You've got this. So believe in yourself in order to go forward with your goals and to chase your dreams. Let's see what your song is. Say You Won't Let Go, James Arthur. So I think you gave somebody your word on something, and maybe you didn't quite follow up to what they had anticipated or what you made a promise of. That could cause some serious problems. So I feel like for whatever the reason is, you need to really kind of make true to your word. And if you're unable to do that, I think you need to be frank with this person and tell them the truth, that maybe this isn't what you want, or that you're unable to fulfill what it is that you promised. Facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. Facing the truth, facing your fears, facing the shadow self, definitely something that could be an obstacle. You also get Judgment as your first card. So I do think that there is some sort of divine intervention occurring. Could be karma, could be some things that are kind of playing out because this is the way that they're meant to. It's like fate and destiny of taking control, and they're making things go the way that they need to go. There's just no two ways about it. Could be in a love relationship or a commitment, could be marriage. I do think somebody promised marriage and commitment, and I feel like they have not lived up to that promise. Let's see what else we have. All right, King of Wands. There could be a new potential suitor coming in that does want commitment, that is willing to actually make good on their word or on their promise. And this might be the divine intervention that's coming through. The King of Wands is really driven, ambitious, outspoken. It's fire energy, lots of passion. And I feel like this person has their eyes set on somebody. It could be your person. They're coming in to make some sort of new love offer or promise. And I feel like they know they have to keep their word because they've watched what happens when you didn't keep your word. There could be a third party interference. Oh, that's interesting. I've never noticed that before. All right, so we have 3 cups here, and we have 3 pentacles here. So 3 and 3 would definitely be that there needs to be balance, and there could be some third party interference. This may take a lot of strength for you to like watch your person leave with somebody else. So you may have to actually communicate what it is that you want before it's too late. I do think that you want marriage with this person. You want some sort of commitment, but it's like for whatever reason there's been a holdup. There hasn't been any real forward progress. I think there is someone who's spying, that's waiting in the wings, who really wants to come towards your person and kind of go bravely towards what they see as theirs. There's some sort of decision that has to be made about the future, and one of you may go in one direction and one of you may go in another. I do think that you see this person as your divine counterpart, but if you're not nurturing this connection, I don't know that it's going to go forward towards commitment. So there's lots of choices that need to be weighed on both people's sides, and you both need to come up with the best solution for this scenario. I do think that judgment is going to ultimately kind of dictate what goes forward and what happens and what doesn't. So if you don't act and you don't keep your word, I could see this person choosing to go elsewhere, no matter how long you guys have been in a relationship, simply because it looks like there's been a communication breakdown and that there may be some third party interference going on. So you have to make wise decisions and be brave and go after the things that you want. It's time to face your fears. Aquarius, let's see what we have for my aqua sauce. Pick one thing beyond your control and let it go, just like that. Busy transcending bullshit. So you need to get busy letting things go that have been really kind of wreaking havoc in your life, or things that have been hindering your growth and progress forward. Ironically, it's raining right now as I'm filming this, and your card has a rainbow on it. So see the beauty in letting the bullshit and toxicity go, and really kind of see that there's hope for things to be better. Just kidding, but seriously though, seeking some cosmic consciousness. You need to get in tune with what your actual spiritual needs are. And in this card, they're definitely in a yogic pose, the little fingers down there folded in a yogic pose, and lighting up the upper chakras. So like your crown chakra. Yeah, that's confirmation if I ever heard one. All right, so we need to get in touch with the higher realms. We need to meditate. We need to ground. We need to raise our vibration, and that's definite confirmation. You are amazing. There you go, stunning everyone. And I think you will. I think you'll actually stun people when they really see how much and how far you've changed. You you will do what queens do, and you will rule. So be the leader that you wish you had. So I do feel like you're going to go far. I just think that you need to get over this hump that you're currently dealing with. Let's get you a song. Hard to love, Lee Bryce. So you're not hard to love for the right people. If you feel hard to love, you need to kind of check in with the people that are around you. Are you surrounded by assholes? Or are you surrounded by people who truly do love and appreciate you? If you're surrounded by the latter, then you definitely are going in the right direction away from them, from the people that you don't want to be around. But if you're surrounded by people that actually love you, you should never feel like it is a challenge for them to love you. All right, let's see how we raise your vibe. It's time to shift your perspective, and I really think that by kind of grounding your energy, meditating, see things in a different light, you'll realize that sometimes the common denominator is you're surrounded by a bunch of assholes, and you need to shift that energy. So shift your perspective, see things differently, be the leader that you wish you had. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of turmoil, a lot of internal or external conflict, clashing egos, battles of the will. It's time to let all those things go. There's a new love opportunity coming in. I feel like it's very emotionally fulfilling for you, and it's something that may take you by surprise. I feel like there's been a period of confusion. You may have had an argument with somebody, of falling out, and either a new person's coming or you're closing out a chapter. This person could have evolved. Again, it could be a completely different person. The King of Cups is who I refer to as the ideal father figure. He's nurturing, he wears his heart on his sleeve, he's protective, and he makes a great partner. The Knight of Wands, a lot of fiery passion coming in quickly. This person may have a lot of passion towards you, or it could be multiple people, but good luck is on your side. So really shifting your perspective is going to help you to see that things aren't as bad as maybe we think they are. You may need to cut some things off, people off, situations, and retreat. Go into hermit mode temporarily and do some soul searching or some shadow work to gain some clarity. The Hierophant, somebody wants to come in and offer commitment. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with as well. I do think that this is part of your spiritual growth and ascension, is really overcoming these obstacles and seeing things differently, making sure that you're seeing the truth, that you're not under somebody's spell or illusion, not wearing rose-colored glasses. You shine, you stand out, so you need to just be who you are, and the right people will gravitate towards your energy. Could also be some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming towards you, and it's Aquarius energy with the star. There could be some gossip, some rumors flying around, or somebody spying on you from a distance, so be cautious of that energy. And again, shifting your perspective is going to be huge for you this week. Remember to see the glass as half full and it's refillable, not that there is nothing to salvage. So look around and count your blessings and see how grateful you should be for everything you still have. Virgos, let's see what we have going on for you this week. Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down and silence your inner critic. Is your ego taking control? Are you getting nothing but self-doubt and inner critical thoughts? Then you need to silence your inner critic. And you're cute as hell. 0 fox given. So maybe you're really cute. Maybe you're doubting that. I almost feel like you have your eye on somebody, but you're doubting that maybe this person finds you attractive. It looks like you're a little cutie, so find your confidence and silence your ego. You rock and you're amazing. And if people really know the real you, they'll see that for what it is, and they'll see that you're just as amazing as they thought. You've got this and you can do it. So there's some sort of challenge that you're facing this week, but don't worry, you've got it and you can do it. Let's get you a song. How Do You Sleep at Night, Sam Smith. So the song's all about like a third party stuff going on. Maybe you're just really doubting that this person likes you the same way that maybe you like them. So maybe you're losing sleep over, whether they're interested or whether there's a third party. Maybe there was a falling out, maybe there was some hurt, but they're definitely contemplating some things, or you are. Take the weight of the world off your shoulders. I feel like you need to find some peace in your life this week, that this could be really important going forward, that you don't want to keep carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders all the time, that you definitely want to try some new things. And really the biggest thing is just kind of letting go of all the toxicity that can be in our inner circle. Sorry about the extra noise. It is raining really hard outside, but man, do we need it. All right, your guard is super high. Be careful with that. You might be really fatigued, wore out, just enduring all of the battles or carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So let your walls down at some point. All right, Page of Swords. There could be gossip. There could be some people that are maybe talking behind your back or spying on you. I feel like you just really need to kind of, you've got to get through this, but your walls are so high that it's almost going to be a challenge just for you to be open to letting someone new in. The Hierophant. I do think you want commitment with somebody. Could also be dealing with a Taurus. Let me close this window, guys. Let's try this again. Now maybe you can actually hear me. So Taurus energy with the Hierophant. I feel like you're growing spiritually as well. This is part of your spiritual path, that things are changing. And King of Cups. You definitely want commitment, but you want it with the right person. And I think really and truly you want somebody who's loyal just like you are, and somebody who matches you on all levels. The Fool, Aries energy. You've got to be willing to take a leap of faith somewhere, step out of your comfort zone, and really follow your passions, that you need to be a little more independent. You may have to cut some people off. I feel like who's ever talking shit behind your back, that you really need to have some tough love. Don't worry, they're going to face their own karma and judgment, that you can keep your hands clean. But there is a decision coming about some sort of love commitment. Make sure it's not toxic, especially if that's all you've known in the past. Anything that leaves you feeling like you're stuck or trapped, it's not the right fit for you. You need something that's equal, something that's there's enough empathy, that there's warmth, that this person is also protective, somebody who's emotional and meets those emotional needs. Queen of Coins. So we have definitely a lot of like grounded healer energy coming through, but also practical business decisions and justice. There could be some sort of contract, could be some sort of harmony that you're looking for, or some sort of equality. I do think you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or an Aries. So definitely you could be dealing with just about anybody, but I think that you really just need to make a decision on what it is that you want going forward, and don't let fear or your ego stand in the way of that, that you really need to take the weight of the world off your shoulders and make some good choices going forward. Taurus, let's see what we have going on for you. Get your quick fix, addicted to inner peace. So I think once you find your inner peace, you will be addicted to it. And then people are competing to kind of compete with your inner peace as opposed to anything else. And that's a hard one for people to compete with, because once you're at peace within yourself, you don't really want to be around anything or anyone that causes you to not have that. One word, meditated. Tame the shit show by finding the calm in the chaos. So again, finding your inner peace is what's going to help you to do that this week. Let's see what else we have. Stand tall and carry a big stick. I almost feel like you're thinking a little stabby, stabby, grabby, grabby, as my kids would call it, that you need to be cautious with that energy, that you don't want to throw hands with everybody. You don't want to wake up every day and choose violence. That's going to put you in more hot water and chaos that you don't want. So let it go and find your inner peace. You are straight up magic. You are special, talented, and very impressive. So remember that. I feel like sometimes we forget our own value, our own worth, and so we need to remember that. Let's get you a song. I would walk 500 miles, the Proclaimers. Maybe you want to go on a sabbatical. Maybe you want to get away from some people. That song is typically about somebody who is devoted to their person. They would walk 500 miles just to get to them, that nothing would really stop them. So that could also be the energy. Maybe you need to go towards your peace, which maybe it is a person. Maybe it's a love relationship. I lovingly accept myself. So if you don't, this is your indication that you need to start. So accept yourself, faults and all parts of you matter. They're what the Creator designed us to be, so embrace it and accept yourself. All right, Taurus, what do we need to know for this week? The Chariot could be dealing with a Cancer, some sort of quick forward movement, might be traveling somewhere, 500 miles. I would walk 500 miles. Hopefully you aren't walking that far unless it's by choice, but I do think that you could be traveling. There could be also purchasing a new vehicle or some sort of travel, some sort of journey. All right, there's a lot of work that you've been putting in. Confirmation. My gosh, that was loud here. I don't know what that sounds like on the video until I play it back. But there's definitely some forward progress. There also needs to be some sort of ending. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You're going through some sort of change or metamorphosis, and you've been so stuck and stagnant that I really feel like that change is super necessary in order to go forward. You also have judgment. So somebody's facing judgment. There's some sort of improvements. There's a chance of forgiveness, a change of perspective. A rebirth is happening, and karma is being dealt, and final judgments are being passed. This may have been something that you've manifested. Remember, you hold the power to create the life that you want. Some unexpected offer could be coming in. Do you accept or do you reject? You're going to have to decide. And definitely juggling some things. It could be financial stuff you're juggling, but a choice needs to be made so that you can create the balance. The Queen of Wands. We need to follow our passions. I feel like that could be at work or in love, and that we need to shift our perspective. We may have left somebody out in the cold, blocked somebody recently, and gone into hermit mode. So you might be trying to recover from some things. You might need some shadow work, some meditation, or just withdraw. I feel like that's what the trip is really about. You're trying to make a decision about love or some sort of commitment going forward. So leave any sort of toxicity, conflict, or chaos behind and move to calmer waters. Again, you could actually be moving out of toxicity. You're looking for your inner peace. You're trying to find the balance, and this is something that's divinely led and divinely guided. There's a chance for reconciliation should you want it, but I feel like if nothing's changed, that it's not really worth worth your time. You need to go towards something that offers you the balance and harmony that you're looking for. All right, last but not least, my Capricorns. Let's see what we have, excuse me, for you. Be here now. Come on, inner peace. I don't have all day. I also feel like you really do need to kind of try and remember that you can cultivate peace, but I feel like there's a lot of impatience coming through. I also feel like some of my Capricorns in the collective get irritated that they're the last one that I do, but I go in the order that helps me remember. I definitely have some issues remembering some things, and I've screwed up a few times and forgotten to post all 12 signs if I jump around. So this is why I timestamp it, so you can skip right to your sign and you don't have to wait and you're not last. Slow the fuck down. Take a hint from a sloth. Remember, sloths move extremely slow. They are one of probably the slowest moving animals on the planet. And so sometimes we need to take a cue and we just need to slow down and maybe take some time out and rest. All right, let's see what we have. Dream bigger, reach for the sky, for if you fall, you'll land among the stars. So keep your thoughts positive, reach for the sky. If you fall, you'll land among the stars. You are tenacious. Stay determined and do not give up. So you need to stay determined, especially about your goals or your dreams, your aspirations. Don't give up on those things. Stay determined to be successful. Your song, Chasing After You by Maren Morris. So I feel like you could be chasing after dreams. It could be a person, situation, but you need to keep going. Don't get distracted, and you need to keep going forward towards your dreams and your goals. I think that's going to be super important for you. All right, forgiveness brings freedom. It's either yourself you need to forgive and break those chains, or it's somebody else that you need to forgive. A lot of people don't like the way that forgiveness comes about. A lot of people misconstrue it as, well, if I forgive this person, then it's like they didn't learn the lesson of their shitty behavior. Forgiveness doesn't work that way. You can choose to forgive and not forget. You can learn the lesson and you can go forward. But forgiveness is not holding on to those negative emotions that surround the situation. So by not holding on to that negative energy, you're allowing good energy to flow through you. Let karma do your dirty work, and you can keep your hands clean and allow things to happen when they're meant to and how they're meant to. But learn to forgive, because I promise you it releases you from this heavy toxic cycle and burden. All right, some honesty is needed. I do feel like you need to gather your courage. You might be a natural born leader, and there's some sort of passion project coming in. Again, somebody's facing judgment and karma. Let the divine sort it out and kind of keep yourself free of that. There is forgiveness and a change of perspective. Could be a work situation as well, or you're working towards some sort of goal. Stay determined and don't give up. I feel like if you throw in the towel prematurely, you're not going to see your investment pay off. There is something from the past that's going to resurface. So if it's forgiveness and nostalgia, you need to kind of sort those things out. The King of Swords. There's some sort of logical way to go about this, is what Spirit's giving me. So there's some sort of logic that needs to actually kind of, they're giving me the words reign supreme. Let logic reign supreme, and that you need to let the divine intervene. That rhymes. How weird. Okay, so some sort of authority figure or some sort of logic and loyalty, that you need to be cautious and think logically. There is happiness coming for you with the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's Leo energy. Lots of happiness and accomplishments coming in for you after all of your hard work. It brings a lot of joy and satisfaction. You need to really start thinking about your future. I feel like you've had to wait for a long time. You need to be more self-motivated. Maybe you need to be a little bit more of a rogue, step out of your comfort zone and discover some new things. There's also a decision that really needs to be made. It could be something that you're trying to face your fears. You might be facing a lot of opposition, and some sort of decision needs to be made. So take off any rose-colored glasses or blindfold and really see it for what it is. The Emperor, Aries energy. I do think that you need to make some sort of bold move in order to gain some sort of structure, or to be able to kind of be in a leadership position. So if you aren't in a leadership role, I think that you need to step out of your comfort zone and maybe try that. Could also be a pay raise or a bonus involved in that. There's a lot of money coming to you. And you also need to discover what really makes you happy. I feel like you could either be thinking about marriage stability or some sort of celebration. Could be attending someone's wedding if it's not you. But you need to stick up for yourself and what it is that you want. Stand up for your beliefs and fight for what you want. There could be a lot of gossip, a lot of BS going on behind the scenes. Be cautious of that. The 10 of coins. You're working towards your wealth and abundance, and this is something that I feel like is going to come in when you do the hard work. If you've been plugging away doing the hard work, this money's coming to you. It could be an inheritance, could be some sort of like lottery win, some sort of sudden unexpected windfall, but it's generational wealth. So this could be something that you've been planning for or something that takes you by surprise. But all in all, it looks like a really good week. Hope it helps, guys. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to do the card of the day next. All right, so let's see what we have. We're going to get one from all of these decks that we've currently used today. So cheers to enjoying life. You're welcome. Chop wood, carry vodka. So maybe you're going to have a little bit of a celebration for all of your hard work today. Make waves, mermaids, sirens, beautiful but deadly. There could definitely be someone in your life that you find very mesmerizing. Be careful. A siren is somebody who, a mermaid, a siren, is somebody who used to trap sailors and carry them to the depths of the ocean and literally kill them. So sirens are beautiful but deadly. So maybe you want to be cautious with that energy. Maybe don't touch, okay? All right, let's see what we have for your vibe. Where there's a will, there's a way. So follow the yellow brick road. I feel like there's something that you need to keep going towards, that there is some sort of well-laid path. And if you're really determined to get there, then you will find a way to do so. So keep following the trajectory and go towards the path you're supposed to be on. Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. You're going towards somebody, not something necessarily. I feel like this person captivates you, that there's something about them that you're mesmerized by them. Again, be cautious with that energy because they might be somebody who isn't interested. They might be somebody who could potentially harm you in some way. I really feel like there's a lot of, they're giving me the word frisson. Frisson, not friction. There could be a lot of sexual tension between you and this person. You know what? If you feel called to be towards this person, I feel energetically that you just need to kind of see what happens. What's the worst that could happen, right? They might break your heart. They might turn you down. Maybe it'll end up well. You never know unless you try. All right, let's see what else we have. 7 of Wands. You need some boundaries. You need to stick up for yourself today, that you can't just back down from a fight because you hold the upper hand, and it looks like you'll be victorious. Let's see what else we have. The Hanged Man. Things have been really stuck and stagnant. You may have been waiting around on a specific situation or person. Could be dealing with a Pisces or a fire sign. Page of Coins. There's something that you need to learn from this situation is what they're telling me, that this is a learning experience. 2 of Coins. So you're juggling some things. I feel like you're juggling a decision more than anything, but it could be financial responsibilities. That also looks like it works out well. 6 of Coins. So there's some sort of blessing coming, financial blessing or abundance. Let's see. Let's shuffle this guy real quick. 1. All right, so you're definitely juggling. You have the 2 of Coins, 2 different decks. So you need to make some sort of clear-laid choice on what to do going forward so that things can be more balanced. And I feel like that's what helps kind of alleviate the struggle, as well as some sort of financial blessing coming in that helps to balance things out. And again, I feel like you might see this person that you're mesmerized by as your other half, as somebody that you see as devoted, loyal, wise, generous, and faithful. They wear their heart on their sleeve. I think this crazy little thing called love is going to make you do some crazy things going forward. But I feel like if you're really determined to figure things out and to go forward with this person, where there's a will, there's a way. You'll figure it out. Have a great rest of your week, guys. I hope it helps. We'll see you back here in a couple of days for your love messages. I'm going to start posting things in advance. I've still got a couple of things going on medically that we're trying to figure out, so going to be a little hectic, but I'm going to pre-record your messages for the week, so you will still have them. They may be in a longer format like this. I will timestamp them if it's needed in the videos, so you can skip around to the parts you'd like to see. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you soon.